Good evening, everyone. My name's Lainey Baine, and I'm here this evening. We've had a few technical issues, but hopefully we've got it sorted now. As you can see on the screen, it says for reading, please choose anything between 1 and 36. So in the comments, if you can do that, that would really be appreciated. And then as I'm drawn to someone, I will choose a crystal animal. Okay, so I'll quickly show them on the screen. I've got some crystal animals here. You can't really quite see them because if I tip them up, they'll fall off. So you've got, oh, oh no. Oh, okay. So there you go. So I told you technical issues. And I've got smaller ones here. Way up. See, they're already falling off. But I've just got, so 1 through to 36. And I'll choose the respective animal that goes with that number. All right. And I'll give you a reading from that. That's my intention. Okay. So, yeah. Okie doke. But also, I've got no comments coming up at all. I've got producers. Oh, okay. No worries. Thank you. So, do we have people hearing me now? Do we? Brilliant. Hi, everyone. Fantastic. So, and you'll see me looking up. Is I've got a TV screen next to me. I've got to get a different camera now, so it looks like I'm looking at you guys. But yeah, this is my laptop looking, and this is my TV screen looking. So, oh, Jeanette DN Smith. Hello, everyone. Oh, hello, Jeanette. And Kim. Hello, Kim. Okay. Hi, Lindsay. Lisa. Melissa. Great hairdo there, Melissa. Love it. Oh, hello, Terry. Avril. I can see I'm going to go through lots of names tonight. Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Okay. Yep. Hello, everybody. Hi, Avril again. That's a great picture. Oh, I love that, Rebecca. That's lovely. Joanne, hi. Oh, and Kelly. We're still trying to get sorted out on Facebook. If I just ask Richard, in respect of if you want to, if you feel drawn to someone, and then you pick that one and bring that up if they've got a number next to it, all right? And we'll do it that way, okay? Okay. So I love going with the flow. We're all sorted. All right. Evening, Ruth and Andy. Great name. I love that, Andy Plank. Fantastic. A slurp of water. Jeanette. Hi, Jeanette. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Well, it's got to be Jeanette first then. And Jeanette is number 22. So that little sign there with the arrow, red box thing, that's YouTube, isn't it? Yep. Okay. So Jeanette. And that's 22. Okay. So I look at my little list of number 22. Oh, believe it or not, it's massive. This is, Jeanette. It's a fish. Look at that tiny weeny little fish that I've got here. All right. Okay. How the heck am I going to do this is my wondering. Jeanette, obviously I know nothing about you, my lovely. I don't know where in the world you are, but if I can give you a reading from this teeny weeny little crystal fish, which I believe is tiger's eye, the crystal. All right. Now, if I let you know, I just get the impression here that there's at the moment, Jeanette, your life at the moment is quite chaotic in the respect of your emotions and your mental health. All right. In the respect of it's all just like literally you feel like a fish out of water at times. All right. If you want to answer with yeses and that sort of thing, or you're talking a load of rubbish, whatever. All right. But there is a delay, so I will answer once you send that message through. Now, I get the impression here that I feel that you're doing a lot of talking, But I feel with that talking, it's like it's, you know, that fish out of water feeling where you just feel like you're just gasping for air. Oh, hi, California. Wow. Okay. But it's that gasping and that fish out of water. Yeah. Yes, I picked a fish. Um, okay. But I feel as well is people are treating you as if you are almost like a slippery character. I'm not calling you that, but it's like they're not trusting who you are and your skills and your abilities. And I just feel there it's like, come on, you know what? I'm actually a really strong character here, but you've got to remember that within yourself, Jeanette. All right. And I just feel there is oh, okay. And going with the flow, but I also get, yeah, going with the flow of where you're actually you're the next the start of your next part of your life journey. And I feel you're getting this new opportunity to actually go along and just go with the flow and take those, come out of your I'm trying to speak, I just feel like I'm being bombarded with spirit as well, and it's just like, oh, give her this, give her this, but I can't hear what they're saying because there's just so much. But I feel like there's a lot of excitement of you stepping out of your comfort zone and actually trusting in your abilities and your skills. Okay. And I just feel there by doing that, you've got your loved ones in the spirit world that are just saying, come on, you can do it, you can do it. I feel that there's a young lady here with me who is she just makes me feel like she's around you, and you know she's around you. And I feel like in the spirit world this is she is, she just makes me feel like she's almost like she's got this beautiful angelic type face, and I just feel that she's just there trying to egg you on and say, come on, you can do it, you deserve that fresh new start. Go with the flow and actually trust your instincts, because you've got good instincts, you just forget about them at times. Hopefully that all makes sense to you. I also feel as well is there's more to you than people realize, and I feel that in the sense of the different layers, because I'm just being drawn to the scales on this little fish, and I just feel there that there's so many different layers to you, and people just look at they see this, they hear this, but they actually don't see you, if that makes sense. I don't want to depress you or anything like that, but I just feel that that's how you feel at times. But you are being seen, you are being heard, but say that to yourself as well. Okay, thank you, Jeanette. Okay. Okay. I get the impression here as well is that I just feel that you could do with maybe drinking a lot more water. Don't go mad on water. It's supposed to be good for you, but it's just that keeping yourself hydrated and looking after yourself that little bit more. All right, because you are beautiful from the inside out. Okay. Okay, you're going right. I'm being given the month of March. Thank you. I'm being given the month of March as a special month for you. So for me, that means for you, Jeanette, that's a birthday, an anniversary, or a passing. It's a celebration of some kind. All right. But I just feel if it's not someone you know in spirit, yourself, or somebody close to you around you on the earth plane. All right. But it's a special month where it's just something to be happy about, you know, and it's just something to celebrate. Okay, this young lass, I've no idea who she is, Jeanette. I do apologise, but she just makes me feel like she just wants to say, "Come on," and it's almost like they want to get you by the shoulders and just give that gentle shake. It could be, no idea. If you give me her first name, I will ask. All right, and yeah, but yeah, and it's just that gentle shake. It's nothing violent or anything. It's just an encouraging shake of saying, come on, Jeanette, you can do this. And I feel also, oh, okay then, thank you, Jeanette, but also I feel there's somebody that would call you Jeannie, or yeah, Jeannie, all right, as opposed to Jeanette. Okay, or Nettie. It's a shortened version of your name, and it's that person in the spirit world that I feel is giving you that gentle shake, all right, of encouragement, of saying, get on with it, you've waited around long enough. All right. Okay, your aunt, if this is your aunt, I should just, this lovely, she just makes you feel like she's got such a wonderful, I say a gentle energy around her, but she makes you feel like she was not nobody's fool. And I just want to say, oh my gosh, very, very strong charactered lady. And I just feel that she wants to just say thank you, just for being you, but please be true to yourself. She says, everybody else that's telling you, do this, do that, as long as you go with kindness and love, she says, and strength, there's that strength with you as well. I'm going to leave it there purely because no, your aunt just said there's something to do with flowers as well. I've bought flowers today in pots so they don't die off, hopefully, but it's as opposed to cut flowers. But she just makes you feel like you've got there's like a bunch of flowers, a vase and a bunch of flowers. And I just feel like it's just something that you've done or you've been thinking about in order to cheer yourself up and bring that bit of colour back into your life. Okay, hopefully that's all okay for you, Jeanette. All right, and I'm gonna move on. If you could choose another one, Richard, thank you. Whilst
what they have to do.
Thank you. Jeanette, whilst he's doing that, I just want to say your aunt says, mwah, I love you. All right, I love you, babe, she says. Okay. Okay. Right. Where did my fish go?
Random names on screen.
Oh, hi, Dawn. Right. So, Dawn. And you've chosen, oh, Dawn. Oh,
Oh, go back to Dawn.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I was just writing down the number. I missed the number. Oh, thank you. 13. Oh, great number. All right. Yeah, let me put that back. Let's me have a look at number 13. You have chosen the egg. Okay. It literally is an egg. All right. Okay, Dawn. Whilst I'm tuning into the egg, Dawn, if you can do me a favour and put up who you'd like to hear from in spirit, please, their first name and maybe their relationship to you. That's it. Like mum, dad, brother, sister, whatever it is, partner. All right. Nothing else. Okay. Thank you. Okay, going to be multitasking, Dawn, if you're hearing it as well, is you've chosen the egg. And for me, the egg is that's who you are. You are your own greatest creation, as the song goes. But I feel as well is that there's been a lot of, I just get the feeling that there's been quite a lot of negativity around you from mainly other people, not necessarily yourself, although it's made you Hello, everybody. I'm so sorry. Blooming technical issues again. Hopefully you're all still around, and hopefully, Dawn, you're being very, very patient and letting me. I was connecting with this lovely little egg I've got here. All right. I'm trying to remember what I said, but I can't, so I do apologise. So if I do remember, I ask you to give me a name and connection with somebody that you want to speak to in spirit. But in the meantime, I was saying, negativity. That was what I was saying, Dawn. And I just feel that there are times when it's almost like you've been cutting the cord of, like just you don't want to step away from people because you don't want to look like you're horrible. You're not horrible. You got to look after you occasionally, and I just feel there is to emotionally step back, just to keep yourself going, if that makes sense. I feel here as well is that I'm trying to see if you're quite a crafty person, and I don't mean crafty. I mean you're crafty with your hands. I feel that you've got a good mind on you that is constantly working in the respect of creating things. And if it's not for drawing or making, it's creating like stories. It's doing something like creative writing. It's doing something like that. If you're not doing that already, Dawn, I feel that is something that you could really benefit from. Like you'd feel better within yourself is to actually do something crafty in that way. It keeps your mind focused. All right, because I see with this lovely egg is that it's who you make yourself. You are, as I said, you are your own person in the respect of, if I was to crack this egg open, it's solid stone, by the way. Oh, thank you. Yes, but imagine it's being cracked open. That is what you are inside. That is what you are creating. Okay. And you're asking for your mum, Jean. All right. Okay. Dawn, your mum, Jean, makes me feel like she's the kind of lovely, no, come on, mum. Okay. Jean is your mum. I'm just writing Jean down and mum. All right. Okay. Okay, mum. Right. Would you understand, Dawn? Would you understand like cooked breakfast? Because I feel like Sundays was quite a special day with your mum, and I just feel that it was like a family get together. It was like trying to get things. It's putting the work down, taking it out of your mind. Is everybody coming together as much as you possibly could, with life getting in the way, that sort of thing. And I just get the feeling as well is I'm looking at that profile picture of you, Dawn. That could be you, could not be you, but it's just I just feel that. There you go. And truthfully, I wouldn't be saying that if I weren't being told it. All right. But at the end of the day, it would help you within yourself as well. Okay, it's part of that egg, it's part of that creation. All right, and that's what your mum is saying. She says you were always a creative child. She just makes me feel that you were always, she's very proud of what you've achieved as well. Your mum gives me the impression that I see, if this is your eyes, but I just see your mum, her eyes are just, there's just something about her eyelashes and that. She just makes me feel like she had just she didn't need makeup. Whether she wore makeup or not, she looked beautiful without makeup on. And I just feel that she had such a natural, thank you, such a natural air about her. Also, there are okay, it's something I feel it's maybe happened yesterday. I don't feel it's today. I just feel something happened with you yesterday, that you actually had a chat with your mum. And I mean, you just said, oh, mum would have liked that sort of thing. But it was something that was said or done or you saw, and it involved something that your mum would have loved. I can't quite get it clearly what it was, but I just feel she's trying to explain that she's around you all the time, but you're aware of that anyway. And if you do the spiritual writing, she says, I'll help you. I'll step in. I'll make sure you're spelling it right. And she's laughing at that, okay? Because I just get the feeling that she would have been more supportive than anything else towards you. Could be a bit, okay. Her word, I could be a bit naggy, she says, but she's laughing at that as well. All right. Oh, there's something about your rings as well. And I'm seeing like a piece of jewelry. Oh, thank you. A piece of jewelry, because I'm being drawn to my dear little ring here, which I really found the other day, which I haven't worn it in years, and I bought that in memory of my dad. Okay, who went in 2014. But I just feel, because he's drawing me, he, my dad and your mum, drawing me to my ring, and it's a piece of jewelry or something that's got a bit of your mum in it, or a yeah, a little piece of jewelry, and I feel it's a little piece of jewelry. Okay, so it could be like earrings, necklace, ring, but it could be a bit of each. But I feel there that it's just something that's either actually been done. She was a bad speller. That's actually been done or has been spoken about. Okay, and it's something in memory of your mum, but it's not just for you. It's, I feel, another adult minimum, but also a younger person, possibly a young lad. All right. Yeah, your mum makes me want to hold on to my throat. I don't mean strangle me or strangle you. I'm on about the fact that I just feel it's she just says it's to do with the throat area. Now for her, I just get the impression, I'm trying to feel whether she had a throat problem like thyroid or cancer of the throat or problems with the throat, or yourself. I'm not predicting anything, by the way. Don't think that. But I just feel, right, come on. Okay, mum's saying about you speaking and speaking out and actually using your words, and she's saying you use your words properly, but think before they come out of this. All right, and she's doing that bit again, but she's laughing at you as well, not at you, but she's laughing. She's just standing beside you and laughing, because she just wants to give you that laughter, that upliftment, and give you that joy in your life. And it's not so much losing mum, because she's obviously in your heart all the time, which she realizes, but she said it's those around you as well. It's like life, relationships, everything is just getting so much, there's just so much pressure, and sometimes that just feels too heavy. And she says, just stop. Hammer time. Yeah, that's my hammer time impression. And
it was very good.
Thank you. In my mind, I'm doing a yeah, with the legs and everything. Yeah, but your mum, Dawn, she just makes me feel like she just wants to bring that dance back into your life as well. And I feel there's also something to do with dancing with her. And I'm doing this with my hands. Oh, blimey, thank you very much. Okay, but can you take the speaking as well? And thank you for confirming that. All right, but she's showing me like she's holding hands, and it's almost like she's in a circle, and she's doing ring a roses. Yeah, but she's bringing it all together, because I feel since mum's been gone, she's there's been I say, because she's drawn me back to the egg, and she's just makes me feel somebody's either pregnant or they've just not long had a baby, or there's definitely been a birth since her passing, or a new life, or new, it could be like could even be foster or adoption, whatever, or a new relationship with their own children, but it's a new child that's come in to your life in one way or another since your mum has passed. All right. Okay, what else? Right, I'm asking her for a month, and she says every day is precious. And through her passing, that's something that she would have said, or along those lines of, every day is precious. You always think you've got enough time. And she says, if you haven't learned anything, she says, remember that every moment is precious. Live it to the best. All right. And she says, live it with that goodness that you've got in your heart, because she knows. Oh, bless. Okay, cool. All right. But she's around you all. She goes, I'm around you all. And she's got her crystal ball. She's going, I've got my crystal ball, she says. And she's just laughing now, because she just gives me the impression that this sort of thing, you believe in it. Do you believe in it? Is it real? Is it true? But she just makes me feel like she was a jolly lady when she could be. All right. But she had her serious side too. But that was usually because other people got things wrong and she had to write them. Okay. Months. Every moment's precious. Because I'm still being drawn. She's taking me round about October, November time. I feel towards possibly around about the 3rd week of October and the 2nd week of November. All right, no idea. That's just those times. All right. Hopefully, think outside the box, because it may not be mum or yourself. It could be somebody that's close around you, but they're very significant parts of the year for you. Anniversary, birthday, passing, that sort of thing. All right. Okay. And all right. She's looking at my sparkly lights. All right. I've got sparkly lights, and you might have noticed, and she just makes me feel that that's just what she wants in your life, is that sparkle and a few more lights as well, or you've just got some or whatever. But she's drawing me to the coloured lights, and it's all the different colours, the rainbow. Oh, okay, thank you. It's looking for the rainbow in everything. Okay, all the rubbish. Look for the good. There's always good. You'll always learn. Never stop living and never stop learning, she says. All right. And I'm around, and she says thank you. There's something like I feel like plasticine or something's been made out of clay or something that's, I don't know, I feel like it's very sticky and gloopy. It's a very strange feeling. I've read that one. But she's just, I hope that makes some sense to you, by the way. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Okay. Yeah, so it's just something that's being made, and yeah, I've no idea. Oh, bless her. Right. And she's bringing me round to, there's a necklace, and it was like I've got crystals now on my necklace, okay, but I feel it was more like little, like little pearls or something, and it's just so pretty, but it's very subtle. And I feel that was your mum. She was a very pretty but subtle lady. She wasn't extravagant and mad, a little bit mad, she says, but she says that with laughter as well. And I feel that there's, if it's not your mum or yourself, but there's somebody around you that when they smile, they have the most cutest dimples going, and you got to catch that on picture, on film, all right, because it's cute. And that's a precious memory to cherish. All right. Please take her, love. You are your own egg. All right. So you are your own creation. Okay. Thank you so much. And give those twins a hug. All right. You hug them. That's your mum hugging all of you. All right. Thank you, Dawn. Next one, please, Richard.
Do some random names.
Some random men.
Names.
Oh, names. We said some random men. Well, okay then. Right. So we've got Ashley. So ASHLEIGH. Oh, 7. Can you go back to Ashley again? Sorry. And then I'll have that's number 7. Right. Give me some more random names. Laurie. Okay. Bless. I will be grateful. All right then, because you're lovely, Laurie. So that's Facebook, LORIE, and 17. Okay, so if I do Ashley first, and then Laurie, if that's all right. So Ashley and Laurie, can you also put up in your comments who you'd like to hear from in spirit and their relationship to you? And for all those, if you're still watching, please be, can you do the old share, like, and follow for us? That would be fantastic, because we're trying to get it out there in Facebook world, all right, and YouTube and that. Okay, thank you. So can you take me back to Ashley, please, Richard? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so Ashley, number 7. So number 7 is, oh, me dark bear. Oh, okay. Dapple. Right, dark bear. Okay, yeah, Ashley, you've chosen number 7, which is my beautiful, I don't know if you can actually see it. Let's get the light. Okay. It's a lovely little bear here. Okay, see, they're not all tiny weeny little things. All right, now
So is that bear left?
Is that bear left? Oh
yeah.
Where did we get him from, eh? Okay, Ashley, whilst we're waiting for you to come up with somebody you'd like to hear from in the spirit world, I've just got this beautiful green bear. Now for me it's quite a deep, rich green. If I show you, I've got a different one here which is all like sparkly and dapperly. All right, so it's completely different. And then I've got this, the most cutest, oh, that's a pig. You've chosen the bear. All right, I just wanted to give a comparison to different colors, but it's quite a rich green, and I just get the impression here that you have, it's almost like you've endeavored to try and do things in your life where you are doing good for others. You're not paying for someone's lunch if you've got the spare cash, or if you had it, you've got the thought there that if I had it, I'd pay for them, that kind of thing. But it's those random acts of kindness I feel that you do. Okay, but I also feel as well that there are times when you feel quite pressurized with what's going on in the world. I think we all do in that respect. But I feel as well you're very much a thinker. It is a cute bear, isn't it? I love all my animals, so that's cool. But I feel you're also quite a deep thinker. Maybe, you know, like you should have a yes or a no. You're going, yeah, but, well, and then you go off on one and then you come back to, yeah. Do you know what I mean? And hopefully you do. And but I feel there that you're also, I get the impression that you're doing a lot of learning. I know we learn something new every day, minimum. Doesn't matter how small or big, but I just feel that you like to learn. You're like a sponge soaking it up. Okay. Also, I don't know if you've got a young one around you, Ashley, but I feel like you're teaching young ones as well. And I say young ones. And I just feel there that you're just, even if it's just, you know, like just teaching them the morals and rights and wrongs and yeses and nos and thank yous and pleases, just the politeness. All right. And yeah, where are you going with that? But I definitely do. Definitely. I'm only laughing because I just get that yes you do. Plus my the bear has got a very, very big forehead here. All right. So I'm reading the bear. Okay. I feel as well though, Ashley, it's that there's been in your past, I just get the feeling that there's things have happened, and this again, I don't want to be sound too generic, but I feel that there's been times when because of what's happened in your past history, I'm not saying past lives, I'm on about this current lifetime you're in. I feel there that is almost like, you know, that ain't happening to me ever again. You know, that's happened to them. I want to, you know, it's almost like you put okay, sorry about this, just trying to interpret the words that I'm getting given. All right. I get the impression that you reflect on the past happenings, what's happened in your life, but I also get the impression that you don't dwell on it. And when you feel yourself dwelling and going into that darker place, you're like, nope, that's it. Boom, I'm off again. And that's all part and parcel of that overthinking business, Ashley. All right. Okay. I feel as well is there's something's going on in your life at this moment in time. Again, I've only got a few moments, but I feel there that something's happening in your life at the moment that's making you quite, I say, apprehensive and a little bit nervous, but it's also a mixture of all of that and excitement too. And I just feel there, have faith in yourself, okay? But it's also, I feel that you're waiting on someone else to make a decision before you can then carry on doing what you're doing, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Okay. Right. Ashley, I'm being given the month of June. All right. And as a special month for you in the respect of birthday, anniversary, passing, but it's something that is every year, it's annual, and I just feel there that it's something that you're looking forward to as well. But that comes in with that apprehension and maybe a twinge of sadness too because of the past. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. I'm gonna thank you for saying that. Yeah, all right. So if you're liking it, click on like, follow, and what's the other thing? Share. There you go. I've made notes. Thank you so much. I just want to say, Ashley, from my guides, they just want to, and I don't normally get this, but they want to give you a big hug because they just make me feel, they're saying, no, just please give her a big hug. Okay. And it's just to give you that upliftment as well. All right. And can I say, thank you. Can I say as well, whoever's watching, to know that when I see your names come up, whatever, but they're on here, that all goes into, I'm sitting in Den of Tranquility, my summer house, and it's all set up for, as you can see, for healing, that sort of thing. So all of that, you are getting that healing being sent out as well. Reiki master teacher here as well. All right, so it's coming out to you. Okay, so Ashley, thank you so much. All right, thank you. Can you take me over to Laurie, please, Richard? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby. And Laurie was 17. Bird. Another massive one. Okay. Laurie, thank you for all that information, but just Sister Helen. All right, pass on 17th. Oh, bless. Also, brother. Oh, that's been difficult for you guys, hasn't it? With your brother and your sister, okay? Know that they're all right, okay? And I'm not just saying that lightly. I know that they are okay because they're no longer any of this like physical body anymore. All right. And this ties in very well with the number 17 that you've chosen, which is this beautiful little bird. All right. It's clear crystal. Okay. Crystal quartz. And it's also like the dove of peace, if you want to call it that. All right. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. And I just feel here that okay. Oh, and I'm being drawn. If you was to put a thread or something, it would go in, and so this would have like a thread in it, if you know. But that to me, I'm being drawn to that. And with the loss of your beautiful sister and your beautiful brother, is I just feel that has literally affected your core, how you feel. It's like you can't take any more, and I just feel there that right, Helen. After Helen. Okay. Okay. Now, you've not put your brother's name on there, all right? That doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter to you, obviously, and it matters to me, all right? But I feel that this is like, right, okay, thank you. Your sister just makes me feel like she was somebody that I feel you looked up to in the respect of just her craziness, her aura, just who she was. And I don't want to give it all light and fluffy because I feel there was, like sister rivalry, that sort of thing. And she's just laughing at that now. There was something quirky about her teeth as well because she's just showing me her teeth. And I'm trying to see, I usually see like if they're perfect teeth or whatever, but there's just something about her teeth. She's highlighting, but also the dove, and she makes this a dove. So if you had released doves or have been looking at the birds, not just robins, but actual doves, or like I don't. Anyway, names of animals. I tell you, a robin and a frog. There you go. But it's the bird and it's that release. Oh, okay. Your sister is just letting me know. She's saying just it's like she was released, and it's a metaphorical state of that. She says, I was released. That moment of my last breath, she says, it was in the earth plane, scary, because it was scary, very daunting. But in spirit, she says, I was released. It's absolutely beautiful. With your brother passing just so soon after, you have, yeah, good. And I just feel there that it's almost like your brother. It's like it was like I feel like he was a closed book, and it is. I'm not saying at all that he gave up on life. I'm saying the fact that it's like he knew. Okay, she is no longer in pain, my darling. All right, but your brother, it just makes you feel like he was a closed book. It's like he tried talking, but he didn't. And quite often gentlemen feel like that they can't talk to anybody, or nobody's listening, or they don't want to hear that. Yeah. And I just get the impression that your brother was I just feel like he was a nice guy, but another one that was maybe misunderstood at times. And he loves this in the respect that it just gives me the impression that there was, say, scars in his life, and I'm trying to see if they're physical scars or just emotional scars, mental health scars, that sort of thing. None of those are necessarily the reason he died, okay, but he's not showing me how he passed. Neither is your sister, all right, because they say you don't need any of that. So that none of that is actually that we were about our lives. they say, about our lives as opposed to our deaths, okay? But your sister, and she says she's done this, and she does this, and then she does this, and I just feel she's done that, and she's saying I took him with me, so she met him, okay, and just guided him over. That's how free she was, and how free he is, and neither in pain. They've got no body left. They're just, oh yeah, but she was with him. Yeah, she did this and took him over, okay? She didn't kill him off. She says, I didn't have anything to do with that. And she's laughing at that, because she says you've got to laugh, because living is also, dying is also part of living. Yeah. And she's not, she says, don't take this funny, she says, but because she's now going quite serious, because I feel that your sister may have sometimes been misunderstood, Laurie, okay, in what she was saying, okay. People misinterpreted what she was saying, and I feel like it's almost like she excused her comments and that sort of thing. But I get the impression as well, would you understand if your sister sang like a bird? Because she's just drawing me to this, and I just feel like I just want to sing. I'm not going to. I'm no. But she makes me feel like she would have sang, and just like hummed, and just sort of, any music that came on, she was just like sing along to it and whatever. She didn't care. Yeah. She says sing like no one's listening. There you go. All right. And she wants to do that for you as well. And this is her, and this is your brother, and they bring it together and they give it to you. All right. So they give you that love, and I just feel there's somebody else that's not just you, but I feel there's also somebody around you as well. Does she love me? We had a fight. Oh, my lovely, of course she does. She wouldn't have given you that otherwise. Yeah. That is just letting you know, okay, both of them, all right. That is something that okay. She's saying I was released when I passed, yeah. Boof, off I go, flying like a bird. She says that anything. She says, don't you ever beat yourself up over that. It was a release. That is why she's done this, and they've given you their heart, because anything that was on the earth plane is no more. It's what you hold on to. Hold on to our precious memories, she says, and as opposed to the negative memories. All right. There's no guilt, none of it. You can say, hand on heart, you loved your sister. Okay. You didn't get on sometimes, but you loved your sister. Yeah. She knew you loved her. She knew she loved you. Yeah. That's what counts. Okay. And now she's like, she makes me want to shout at you as well now. It's like, you stupid mare, or words to that effect. Okay. And she's laughing now. She says, takes things too serious, she says. All right. She's what's she going? Right. She just wants you to just that time when you was watching the birds, that sort of thing, and just listening to them sing, and that open air, and just breathe, she says, and start enjoying life again. And your brother says, I ain't arguing with her, he says, and he's laughing at that. And he says, we're all right, my darling. We are all right. Sorry to leave you with it all, but we are okay. Please take their love, Laurie. All right. And I'll flutter me bird back over here. Okay. Thank you. We've got another one there, Richard, please.
Yep. I'll just give you some random there.
No worries, thank you. Oh, I know you're broken-hearted, Laurie, but listen to what we've just said, and that will help your heart heal, okay? Because that's what they're saying, live and enjoy life again, all right? Thank you. So we've got Fiona, twin brother, okay, and I missed her number.
25.
Thank you. And 25. Okay, so oh wow, okay. Oh gosh, where did it go? Right, your brother, right? Your Your brother makes you feel like he did a disappearing act. And because I can't find my tiger now. So let me just get him down here. Oh, there it is. He's lying on his side. There we go. All right. He was lying down. I couldn't see him. Okay. So, Fiona. Oh, bless. Right. John. All right, then. Okay. Right. Fiona, I feel that there are times when okay. I feel like there's with regards to your twin brother John, I just get the impression that he was like a coiled tiger, you know, ready to pounce. And I just get the impression that it's almost like when he went, it's like, how do I, you know, like you felt him in the respect of that it's almost, you know, like you were two holes and you felt him in that respect within yourself. Okay, but I feel like he was he's right, tiger all right. So he makes you feel like he was a bouncy character in the respect of his attitude and his behavior. But I feel that there was almost like a more serious side to him, and I just get the impression that that serious side to him sometimes got in the way of his getting on with life as well. All right. But I also, you know, that expression, you can't you know, no matter what you call it, it's always got its stripes, it will never change. But he says people can always change, it's choice. And he wants to let you know that he's not who he was. I don't mean that in a sinister way at all. I just get the feeling that he's not who he was whilst he was here on the spirit on the earth plane. He says, because I'm now this beautiful spirit now, and he says you can feel me around you. And I just get the impression that around your feet, your ankles, and your lower legs, you feel it. There's no draft, there's no window, door open, whatever, but you feel that temperature change, and you know that that's him around you. All right. But he wants to say, if I was a tiger, he says, I'd curl up around your feet, he says, and keep you nice and warm until you say, get off, my feet are too hot. All right. But he also gives me this impression that he wants to oh gosh, right, your birthday, okay, is I'm feeling that it's coming up soon, or it's just been, but I just get the impression that it's like, what can you do now, because he's no longer here. He says, no, I'm no longer here physically, oh bless. And but he says you can still enjoy it because you enjoy my life. Okay, his character, and go back to when he was younger, before all of the drink. It wasn't the drink, well, the drink, but it was the mental health side of it. Okay, that darker time. All right, or the more serious side. Okay. But he was quite manic at times as well, I feel, with that. That's where I'm getting the tigger and the bouncy. But saying that, he says, I'm just a little pussycat now. Oh, bless you. Okay. But that's a massive birthday to have, isn't it, on Christmas Day? All right. A massive birthday, because it's all of that, because it incorporates the whole of Christmas, obviously. But he says you can, you know, just enjoy it again, because it's like, you know, that's my name. He says, have a glass of water, he says, or yeah, it doesn't matter, he says, because I'm out of pain here, and in here I'm out of pain. All right. He wants to just say thank you for trying to understand me. He says, thank you for trying. Nobody could have done anything. It was my journey to take, he says. Okay, thank you. All right, it was my journey to take. He didn't realize until it was too late how it affected everybody, because he was only shut in his own journey. All right, so he apologizes for that, but he says thank you. All right, and put a bauble, or what do you call it, you know, like a picture of him on the tree or something, and with lots of tinsel, and put some sparkles on it, he says, and you can laugh at me, he says. All right, because I've got my sparkle back. Okay, because he's now a star, is what he says. All right, like you, here's that star, and he'll be waiting when you're ready, but not right now, he says. All right, live the life, he says, because you deserve it. Okay, I'll give you that. and I'll put that back there. Okay, so thank you, Fiona. Oh, bless. He's a nice guy, wasn't he? Yeah, I know, my lovely, I know. And he knows that. All right. Wobble his photo. There you go. All right. So, but he says put some sparkles around it and some you know, like some glitter. Just take the pee. He says, have a laugh. He says bring that laughter back in because he doesn't mind. All right, and he'll be watching and he'll be around. Okay. So, thank you. Am I allowed to carry on, Richard?
Absolutely, young lady.
Okay, I like that bit. Okay, I'll need another name then, please. Thank you, Fiona.
I'm just going down the list.
Melissa. So, 30. Okay. Okay, Melissa. Hopefully you're still there, my darling. Right, so number 30. So what are we on? 30. Oh, wonderful. And they're all going to be wonderful because they're my animals. But you've chosen number 30, which is the wonderful little dinosaur. Okay. Let me put that up there. All right, so you can see my lovely little dinosaur. Okay, it is very cute. All right, there you go. Look at that. Okay, so actually, looking at the dinosaur head, it's a bit like your picture there. It's got a similar hairdo. All right. Okay, so Melissa, if you want to hear from somebody in the spirit world, if you type in the comments who you'd like to hear from, please, and just their first name and what their relationship is to you. Yeah, so that would be good. Yes, we do that. Now, Melissa, obviously, I have no idea where you are in the world, my darling, but I just get the impression here that it's almost like you are a fighter. And I mean that in the respect that you stand up for your own rights, but you stand up for the rights of other people too. And I just feel there that you are, I'm not calling you an old dinosaur at all, because this is beautiful, just like you. But I'm on about the fact that you go back. History means something to you. The past. Learn from the past to make a better future. But what about the here and now? Okay. And that's how I feel there, is that you look at the here and now to look at the future because of the past. Please don't ask me to repeat that, because I hope it makes sense to you. I get the impression here as well is that you're, I was going to say you're very organised, but I feel you're relatively organised. You have the right intentions, okay? But I feel that you are sort of, I just feel like you've been compartmentalising things, so putting things into its own place, yeah, to help you deal with it, with each situation as you're faced. But I feel as well that there's been lots of, it's almost been a turning point in your life where you've actually gone, or you've actually changed the direction, okay? And I feel with that is, yeah, it's almost like it was a breakup or a break of some kind. And I just feel there, it's like, you know what? I'm moving on in that direction now. But it's like almost like a sidestep. So you're still you, but I feel you've moved across and gone on to another part of your journey, your life journey. I feel as well that there are scars in your life, and I'm trying to see if that's again physical or emotional or mental. And I feel actually it's a bit of each of those. And I feel there that that's to do with your family life, but also to do with relationships. And I don't know if you work at the moment, or don't mind who comes in. Sorry, I love to hear God, my dad, but right. Okay, thank you, my darling. Yeah, what's it going? Yeah, but I feel as well is that Dad. Okay, so as I write it down, Dad's making himself known. Yeah, but I feel there is this pride. Sometimes it's sort of you don't step back in regards to, no, you sort of like, if I step back I'm showing weakness, but actually you're not showing strength to step back. That's strength in itself. But I feel you're quite okay with that. All right, you're a strong lady. Okay. Now, your dad gives me the impression, he says, I'm the old dinosaur, he says, and he's laughing at that. And I just feel there that it's because of him, he's influenced you in some good ways, in some dodgy ways, he says, and he's laughing at that as well. He says, because although I was an old dinosaur, I had some funny ideas about the world. And I just feel there, he just makes me feel like he would have tried to encourage you. But sometimes you feel like he could have encouraged you a lot more. I feel the support was there, but the encouragement sometimes is like, no, you're strong, you'll get on with it, if that makes sense to you. There's something about your dad in respect of his it's something that makes you feel so proud about your dad, okay, in the respect of something that he did or he achieved. And I just feel there that that's quite something. I'm trying to see what it is or sense it, but I can't. But because he just makes me feel like I need to stand up straight, and he just makes me feel like he's quite I say a good looking man. He just makes me feel like he had a strong chin on him, he says, strong chin. And he's just like, oh, okay. Yeah, and he's just like, you know, and he's doing this as well. Chin up, he says, chin up, but he's doing it gently, and he's also, I think it's more my chin than his, but he's just like doing this, but oh bless, okay. Okay, it's showing me feathers as well, and I just feel that it's just literally, because I've just seen one feather floating down, not literally in here or spiritually. I've seen this one feather floating down, and I just feel there. It's like I just want to place it in your hand, and he says this is from your partner. All right, your no, it's not from your partner, it's from your dad. All right, I'm just reading partner there, but it's from your dad, and he's just bringing it down very gently to land in your hand, and then he does that with it, and he says, I'll always be with you. Okay, but he also wants to put his hand on your hand and give you that added strength and that support of you moving forward. You got to, he says, because you've don't make that tough exterior tough inside. He says, you know, you just protect yourself, okay, but don't make it tough inside. Hopefully that makes sense to you. And he's giving me January as a month that's in particular, that's a special month for you. All right, and November, and he's just laughing now because he's just going through the whole year. And he just says every month has got something to celebrate, he says, and if it's got a Y at the end of the day, there you go. All right, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. All right, and he's laughing at that too. There's something about his I just feel like he would have had like something about his face, and I feel like he had I don't know if it's scars or something to do with his skin on his face, and I just feel like he's because like freckles or something, and I just feel there he was very distinctive looking. Okay, yeah. He says, you're making me sound like a saint. He says, I was no saint. And he's laughing at that as well. All right. Yeah. I would say, please take his love. Oh, you collect feathers. There you go. So he's giving you your own spiritual feather. All right. So I was just in the zone. I didn't look on the screen. So thank you very much, Melissa. Please take his love. All right. Because you is the old dinosaur. He says, you're the future. All right. But you're also here. Okay, so please take my love, he says. All right, and I'm looking after all of them over here, he says. We're all okay, and you know that. I just get the impression there's somewhere that you go. I'm so going to say you guys go. There's a few of you around that go somewhere that is just your quiet place, and that's your special place. It's a spiritual place as well, I feel, and it's just somewhere to go to relax. And I just feel it involves water. And it may involve like sand or something similar, okay? Because I just feel it's just a peaceful place, but that water sound, all right? You can't hear it on here, but I've got two ponds outside, and they're not big, they're only little, but it's the sound of the water. It's very, very relaxing. And he says it's just something to help you keep this and this balanced, all right? So please take his love. And yeah, there you go. Okay, lovely. Thank you. Am I allowed any more, Richard?
If you wish to, yeah.
Okie doke. If you are still watching, people, share, like, and follow. There you go. I've got a little note down here. Right. So if you choose another one, you are so welcome. So thank you. Amen. There you go. I love it. It's got to go where it's got to go. Ah, there you go. Okay, so Melissa. All right. Okay, Melissa 24 and Nanny Sylvia. YLVIA. Oh, okay. So 24. Marcy, Nanny, Sylvia. 23, 24. Where's 24? Yeah. Oh. Right. I was looking at this one. I was looking at them all earlier. You've gone for number 24, which is, and I've written it down here, sea turtle, lumpy, because it's a lumpy little sea turtle. I don't know if you can actually see it here. I need to get better lighting as well, don't I? Okay, but it's a little sea turtle that's got lumpy bits on it. All right, good luck. Yeah, okay. So, Melissa. Ah, you know what? That's actually a terrapin. What's the one, the snapper turtle, isn't it? Yeah. I just noticed the you can't see it here, but it's got like a little pointy nose. Okay, right. Okay, so let's get in here. So Nanny Sylvia is building up with me, all right, and I feel that she is just making me want to sit up straight. She makes me feel like she's come on, concentrate, and this is part of her how she would have been. Concentrate, let's focus, and let's move on. All right. She may not have used those exact words, but I feel she would have helped you to concentrate and focus on things, but fun things. She makes me feel. I get the impression with this little snapper turtle is lumpy like me. Oh, bless you, and me. Oh yeah, that makes us the bestest, I think. All right. So, but I feel there that there's something, I don't know, what's going on with your eyes, or just something special about your eyes. And your nan just makes me feel like you would have had that eye-to-eye contact with her, and it was like you were looking in each other's souls. But I feel, you know, like there's a song, Eye to Eye Contact, and I just feel you would have done that sort of thing with your nan, and she just makes you feel like she would have just, I don't know, it just makes you feel like I want to laugh. And oh, bless her. I didn't do enough of it, she says. You can't have enough laughter in your life. Now, this could just be me and my dinner from earlier, but I get the impression that if you can, whether it's yourself or your nan, but I feel there's issues around the tummy area and, like, you know, regurgitation, that sort of thing. Okay, but I just feel there were those issues there, and with nan as well, I just get the feeling there that there was she's just drawing me to the chest area and the lungs, that sort of thing. But she's going like this, and she just makes me feel like I just had enough, and didn't want to go, but I just had enough at the time. And that was, and she knows now it was part of her journey was to finish then. She says, I may have finished here on the earth, she says, but I've got lots to do over there. There you go. All right. And that's where the snappy turtle comes into it. We was always laughing together, you say. And I feel there it's that laughing. So it's not nasty snappy turtle. It's like yeah. And I just feel there as well is she's like the other Melissa with her dad, chin up. Nan's just saying, come on girl, chin up, she says. You can do this. All right. But she says, you chin up, you smile out. And she says, but you got to smile in as well. All right, so smiling's got to come from the inside. And I feel there as well. She's just makes you feel like, I get the impression your nan was a storyteller, all right, because she's just taking me to the tail of this snapper turtle, and I just feel there she's, I was a tailor, like a storyteller. Okay. Oh, bless you. Okay. Yeah, I'm so sorry, my darling. But she said, yeah, well, I've said all that already. Oh, she's got so much love for you. And it's like, oh, bless. She says, doesn't matter. In the respect that no matter what anybody did, what did you say there? I was gonna pop my clog, she says, or words to that effect. But she's trying to make light of it. All right. And yeah, thank you. She's trying to make light of it, Melissa, only in the respect of if it brings a lighter feeling within your hearts, then that's all good. All right. She's in no pain. All right. She says, I'm a young Bridget Bardot now, she says, and she's just like got this gorgeous outfit on and whatever, but that's just what she's showing me in my mind's eye. I just get the impression that she's just trying to make you feel happier. Your mum is still here, like on the earth plane, I believe. Or if it's not your physical mum, it's like a biological, it's somebody who's a mother-like figure. But I feel No, I feel it's your mum. Okay. But it's your nan is just so your mum, your mum's mum. All right. So if I'm right with Nanny Sylvia, is mum's mum. Hopefully I've got that right. But it's just coming to your mum. Okay. Because she's saying I'm around her all the time. I'm around all of you. She said, but she's more so around your mum to give her that just that gentle, loving hug. And she just makes me feel like she's around and your mum knows she's around, but it's just still too very, very raw. But she says, let's. She's getting I don't know if she did cross stitch or embroidery or sewing or whatever, but I feel like she's just showing me just sewing your hearts up again. So it won't ever mend, but it will mend and make do, she says, because as long as you are well yourselves, all right. I was met, she says, by Grandad. She says the name Grandad, but also by I know she had a brother or a brother type person in spirit, but she makes me feel like she was met by a numerous spirit that come along and they were with her. So nobody, the thought that she was on her own or whatever. She says, no, I was met and it was beautiful. And now I'm like that dove earlier on. I'm free. I'm a pretty little snapper turtle, nipping at people's toes when they're least suspecting it. And she's coming up with more stories. All right. And she says, you have that creative gene in you. All right. So she says, start writing those stories if you're not doing it already. You thought about it. You may have had a discussion about it. You would have talked to her about it in some way or another. She says, please just, put that creative, beautiful mind of yours into practice. You don't have to use a pen, she says. You can type it because you type all the time, is how she makes me feel. Now she's doing this, right? That's my typing. Yours is probably this, all right, on your phone. But the fact is, oh, we knew she wouldn't be lonely. Yeah, she's definitely not. She's having a party over here, she says. And she's like, she just makes you feel like she's throwing things around, but it's like sparkles and glitter and she just, it's, she says, I can go to the stars and back, she says, quicker than that. And she's just utterly loving it in that respect. But she is around you. She is taking me to where are you going? The month. She's taking me through to, I had March initially, but then she's going to different months of the year. And I don't feel it's every single month, but I feel like every couple of months there's something, and a big birthday or right, there's a big birthday coming up. And I feel that is to do with around mum. It may not be mum, but around mum. Okay, there's a big birthday coming up, and she says you can be 21 again, she says, and she's laughing at that. All right. But there's also she just wants to give her love to all of you, please. If they will accept it, give them her love. All right. I'll leave that with you, and I'll put my snapping turtle back. Didn't realise it wasn't even snappy turtle. There you go. All right. But thank you, darling. Oh, and be ready with the words. Okay. Don't let it be snappy turtle words. Let it be think it before saying it. Okay, thank you, lovely. Am I allowed to carry on, Richard?
If you want to.
If we've still got people watching, that would be fabulous.
Oh, you've got.
Yeah, there you go, Melissa. Always typing, see? Or that way. Me, on my phone, I'm like that. One letter at a time. Okay. Oh, Natalie Rogers. Okay. So, Natalie. And your sister. Okay, 27. And your sister.
Age.
Say again?
So that's my age.
Yeah, I used to be there. Quite a few years ago, but yeah. Okay. Oh, those were the days, eh? Oh, you've gone for me, the dolphin. Right, that grey dolphin.
I don't know if Natalie's there.
You don't think she's there anymore?
I haven't seen her comment.
Okay. Let's give it a go anyway. If Natalie's there, please answer, Natalie. But you've chosen your number, which is this beautiful little dolphin, okay? And it's such a pretty little dolphin, all right? Now, where am I going with this? I want to put the dolphin down because I just feel that I want to... if you're there, Natalie, all right, hopefully you are. But I just feel, in dolphins, and you see them do the tricks and they flip back. they're sort of mostly out of the water and they flip back. And I just feel there are times when you just feel like you're not going any further forward. It's almost like you keep going backwards, or performing for people, and it's like you're putting this facade on of, hey Natalie, how are you? And you're like, yeah, I'm fine, but actually it's a facade. It's like you just, doing tricks for people, in the respect of making them happy, but what about you? All right, hopefully that makes sense to you. I get also the impression, see, I was going to call it a dinosaur, it's a dolphin, begins with a D. With the dolphin, I feel that you're an intelligent lady, okay? And I feel that whatever you do work-wise or life-wise, I feel that you have to use your intelligence a lot. And I mean that in respect of how you deal with people and what you do within your work role, or did within your work role. And yeah, but I feel as well as you take a lot on in the respect of other people's problems, and I feel that you try to help other people too. All right, with your sister, thank you. Sorry everyone, it's definitely technical issues. All right. So number 6, we've gone to Paul Luke Guichard. Number 6 and Mum Linda. Okay, so number 6. Let's have a look at my little list. Oh, there we go. See, I love it all. Paul, you've chosen number 6, which is my dapple bear. Okay, which is beautiful, and there's this, it's not smooth, it's got little rough bits, and I feel that's what you're like, in the respect that you're a bit smooth, but there's also a bit of rough in there as well. And I feel that's how you look at life as well, is you're like, you know what, each to their own, but don't fool me. Yeah. And I feel there that sometimes you can be a bit hard on yourself, and I just get the impression that due to things that have happened, and I feel I'm being quite generic. I don't want to be generic. I want to be very straightforward with you, because I feel that's what you prefer, people being straightforward with you. You've had enough of numpties. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. I also get the impression as well, I know you're here listening to spiritual readings and that, but I get the impression that, I don't know if you do this kind of work, but I feel that there's something that you do. I'm just looking at your picture with the dog, it's beautiful. But I feel that you do the spiritual side of thing. If it's not actually doing readings, etc., it is that connection that you just love doing, that you just the meditation, the connection there. I know I've seen you with your beautiful little dog there, and I just want to give, you've got other pets in spirit, and I just feel there that, would you confirm, is that dog still with you, or is that dog in spirit? Because I just feel I've got another dog that's sort of similar-ish or similar character traits as this dog, if it's not that one. All right, hopefully that makes sense to you, Paul, Luke. Okay, or do I call you Paluke? I don't know. Right, okay. Now, I just get the impression here as well that sometimes you're quite a stubborn person, in the respect that, you know what, no, I've said it this, I've said I'll do that, and it's, you know, like you sort of nose to spite the face kind of thing, that you don't back down. It's difficult for you to back down. Okay, and yeah, and I just sort of looked at my notes here, because I have to write down what I have to write down, and I just feel here that your mum says yes, he does, he can be quite stubborn, and she's laughing at this, but I feel that your mum could be quite similar in that regard as well, but she was passionate, is how she makes me feel, and you have that passion. You are my son, she says, and there's something about, it doesn't have to be blood to be family, and I feel if that's not to do with mum being, I feel she was your biological mum, but I feel that in your life at the moment, you've got others around you that you'd prefer them as family than actual family members, if that makes sense. Poor husband Luke. Ah, there you go. So it's not Paul Luke. Okay, Paul. Okay. Hello, Luke, then. And Paul. All right. So I take it I'm talking to Paul then. All right. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. But your mum, and that would be our Lucy. Oh, bless. All right. So as long as you understand all of that, your mum, she just makes me want to go box your ears. And she's like, you know what you're supposed to be doing, yeah. And she says it's a healthy thing. She says, and she just wants to say, if she was still here physically, she'd be saying, you do what you feel, you go with your heart, but also go with that brain of yours, because that's a good brain. Put it into proper action, she says. And she just makes you feel like, I don't know if you do writing as well, or you put things down, you put your thoughts down, but I feel there that you I don't know if you write scripts or something, but there's something like reports, or do something like that. And I just feel there that it's something that you do, and it's just, even poetry, I'm just seeing it's a creative type of writing. If you don't physically do it, I just feel it's been spoken, or at the very least thought about. And but your mum makes me feel like she likes my haircut, and I feel like your mum either had like frizzy or curly hair, wavy hair, or it was dead straight. And I'm sorry, it could be either or either, but if I say it's dead straight and then you go it's fizzy, so I'm giving you both, one or the other. But she likes the cut of my hair. Okay. And but she makes you feel like she would have complimented people. She says kindness isn't just, you know, willy-nilly. It doesn't cost anything to be kind, and that's how she makes you feel. You've grown up into this beautiful young man. Okay, young man. For her, you'll always be her baby. I'm trying to see if she knew Luke before she passed, and I just feel there, if she didn't physically meet Luke, I just feel that she would have loved him, for him making you happy. Okay, there are a few dodgy times there, I guess, but that's in anybody's life. But your mum says that's what life's about, isn't it? You know, your challenges, how you deal with them. And you've had a lot of challenges to deal with, is how she makes me feel. And I get the impression that she had her own fair share of challenges too. And I get the feeling that she would have stuck up for people too, once she came round. And she makes me feel like I weren't no angel myself, she says, but I tried to be. And now I've got me wings, and she's gone off on her little wings. She hasn't gone anywhere. She's still with me and with you, because they're all with us. Okay. Right. I don't know if you do what you do work-wise or whatever, okay? But I feel you're quite academic, all right? Because I'm coming back to the bear and what your mum's telling me. She says you've got a brilliant brain on you. Put it into gear. I think I've already said that, Paul, but she wants to. Wedding hair, curly hair, and straight hair normally. Oh, come on. Okay, I love this. All right, so do I, she says. All right. But she would have complimented, you know, if she met me in the street, she would have complimented on my hair. Yeah, but it's this academic side of things. Okay, she's Mum says, no matter what anybody says about you, Paul, no matter what they say, and she says it with a big smile on her face, she says, you've got intelligence. And that's what she loved about you, that you were always you. There were a few iffy moments growing up, but she says again, none of us are perfect, and that's what you've got to remember. Stop trying to be perfect. Yeah, for her, you were perfect, but stop trying to be perfect. Hopefully that makes sense to you, Paul. I feel that, oh bless, okay, I feel that oh bless, yeah, and it's beautiful, isn't it? And well done, Luke, well done, because it takes a lot. It does. I'm a funeral celebrant, so I know these things. It takes a lot anyway, but it's a celebration of life, all right? And that's what your mum, come here, babe, of course you are a baby, forever, all right? But again, there's you've got something on the side, okay? I don't feel it's on a wall. You've got stuff on the wall, but I feel that there's something on the side that's in your, I feel in your lounge area, that you've got, that's just there on the side. And I feel you've got pictures of mum, but I feel that you've got something that is not a little bear, but I feel it's like some kind of little figurine of some kind that is that reminds you of your mum. And I feel that your mum would have liked it, although she says you've got to dust it a lot better. Okay, and she's laughing at that. She said, she says, you know, once a year, sorted. Okay, now I'm putting that back over there. I've asked her about, she says once a year. She just gives me the impression that I say Christmas, but leading up to Christmas, because Christmas should be fun. She says it should be fun, and she then adds the word again. It should be fun again. And somebody earlier on said they had a picture of their brother with on a bauble. She says, put my face everywhere, she says, but you turn, she makes you feel like she would have had a face and then turn it round. Okay, yeah, okay. But she's laughing at that. She says, I don't want to see certain things, and she's laughing again. All right, and oh bless you. Okay, so so you got Christmas, but it's also the tree, right? The Christmas tree, and I don't feel it's a massively big one, and I feel this is more you guys here in on the earth plane, and it's putting a little bit of that little bit of, it doesn't have to be extravagant. She says you don't even have to have a tree, but oh bless her, okay, but it's that little tree, it's that little symbolism. She said it's not a religious thing for her in that respect, or for you guys. It's the fact is, it's that bringing you together, and that love and that friendship and that companionship and that happiness, all right? And that's what she wants to bring into your lives, okay? More so, she says, because sometimes there are times when you feel like you want to join her. Please, she says, you will do one day, but not right now. You've got too much to do, she says, all right? She wants to give you the most, she's got peaches, okay? Don't know, but peaches, you know, that fine fuzz on it, all right? But she's peeling it. So she says, you don't eat the peel. And there's something, I feel, storyline along those lines, okay, about peeling certain things where people normally crunch into it. And she's peeling it, all right? Don't know, but as long as that makes sense to you. Thank you so much, Paul. She says, will you please give Luke a hug and your beautiful beastie there, all right? And those around you as well, because I feel she affected a lot of people. Her passing, she affected a lot of people. She didn't realise how well liked she was. Yeah, okay. Please take her love, and she just says there's oodles of it, she says, and yeah, and you deserve to be you and be loved for you, all right? And yeah, okay, so thank you, and yeah, that's it, I think. All right, take care, guys. Richard, is that it, my lovely?
If you want it to be.
I don't mind carrying on if we've got lots of people on, if they're sharing and liking and following. Um, I've not exactly, I've got 100 foot to go to the front door, so it's not a problem for me, as long as people aren't bored with me. So yeah, all right, as long as you're okay as well, because we're keeping you up. So yeah, do we have somebody from YouTube? Yes, please. Thank you. Right. Okay. I'll send some healing, a few prayers for Neil, an in-law who doesn't have a lot of time with us now, and a good friend of mine. Oh, bless. Okay, do you want me to say that? Okay, thank you. This is a message to everybody that sends out healing, and you don't have to be a qualified healer to send out the feeling and the love of healing and warmth and kindness and compassion. It's from a lady called Alison Barton. She says, could I ask you all to send some healing and a few prayers for Neil, an in-law who doesn't have a lot of time with us now, and a good friend of mine who has just had an op for cancer. Okay, so I'm trying to see if that's two people. Okay, so that's Alison's friend, a good friend who's just had an op for cancer, and for Neil, who's on his transition into the spirit world. Okay, so Alison, please take all of our love and our healing. Okay, I've got my healing candles on the go. It's already there. I'm going goosebumpy because that healing is being sent. All right, but also to you guys as well, because it's not just about them, it's about you, because you need healing too. There's enough of it to go around. All right, so I wish you all the bestest. If it helps anybody, I'm a soul care doula, so I work with people at end of life, and I know that transition. I've witnessed it. I've been there when people have taken, their physical body has taken its last breath, and I've seen it change, and I've seen it. Oh, it's just absolutely incredible. Okay, as soon as they leave, their soul leaves their body to go into the spirit world. They don't feel pain anymore. They don't feel hurt. They don't feel fear. They don't feel any of that, and it's just, I can't get over how incredibly beautiful that transition of them going into the spirit world. It's all the physical stuff, the emotional stuff whilst we're still here, and the time sometimes it takes for us to watch them, somebody dying and that sort of thing. Okay, even people that have taken their own lives, even people that have died through tragic circumstances. And it's not just people, it's all living things, all our beasties as well. They get met by spirit. They don't go on their own, because spirit are always around us. It's just as they go that transition into the spirit world, that's when they see spirit and they are taken. Okay, and it's beautiful. So please know that, thank you, Alison, for confirming that. Know that they've got their loved ones around them in the spirit world. All right, so thank you. Right, Richard, did you find someone? He's looking. Oh, it doesn't matter if it's just a number or a name, whatever. So, oh, sorry. Oh no, he says to me. Is anybody on Facebook or YouTube who wants to have a read of their loved ones in spirit world? So just saying it in case they can't hear you. So yeah, I said 11. Oh, okay. So Paula, 11. Okay, let's have a look at 11, Paula. Tortoise. Oh, okay. Rose. Ah, okay. So, Paula C, hopefully you are still there. You have chosen number 11, which is my beautiful rose quartz tortoise. All right. And I'll tell you, with the light there, it's really quite clear. It's quite pretty. Okay, right. Okay. As I'm looking at this, I'm like looking and trying to get a feel of what I read from this little crystal animal. And I just get, sometimes you're cloudy with your judgment, Paula. And I just feel there, whatever's going on in your life at this moment in time, it's almost like you feel kerfuddled and kerfuddled. What? We've made that a new word, okay? But it's like it's almost like it's just too. you don't know which direction to go in, and it's just too frustrating and upsetting sometimes. And I just get the feeling there that you know what you want, but actually sometimes you don't agree with what you want, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Okay. If there's anybody in particular you'd like to hear from, Paula, because you just said, oh, great, thanks. Yay. All right. I also get the impression as well, it's like you carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Why, I say? We all do it. But you go, right, okay, where are you going with that? Okay. Just rephrasing that, please. I get the impression that no matter where you go, you make it your home. You just bring yourself, your whole character, your essence with you. Okay. But I feel there that sometimes people are like, oh, made herself at home, hasn't she? But it's just like, because you have that kind of just that kind of energy around you that, you just feel comfortable. And it's like, we try not to judge people, but we do judge. Okay. But I feel that you try not to judge people, but you do judge. We can't help it. We're human. And I just get there that sometimes that, you know what, you're happy with yourself. And I just feel there that you're quite compartmentalized. So I'm trying to see that certain thing, everything. Oh, thank you. I feel for you, Paula, that grandmother Doris is on her way in. All right. So, but I feel for you, Paula, that you put things in compartmentalize things, and you like everything has a place, everything has an order. All right. If you don't do that, then it's a suggestion that you do that. All right. But I don't feel it's a little bit either way. It's one or the other. All right. Your grandmother Doris, all right, and she's like quite formal, all right, as your grandmother Doris just makes me feel like I would have had a lot of respect for her just for being her. All right. She just makes me feel like she was a type, what would you say that is? Somebody's face, you just have that feeling that, I'd love to know their backstory. I'd love to know what's happened in their life. That's how your nan makes me feel, your grandmother. Okay, I'm going to call her Doris. That's how Doris makes me feel. She was a type of person that would have had an interesting story to tell. Okay, an interesting life journey. Some of it I feel was quite harrowing, possibly emotionally scarring. But I feel that she had such a strength within her. Okay. Right. She's right. Would you understand if your nan had like I'm not giving her a moustache, please don't think that, Paula, but I feel like there was something, and I feel it's more like lines as opposed to a moustache, but like, like the lines coming up from the lips, yeah? Because I just feel like with that, she just makes me feel like she made old bones, is how she makes me feel. But she had the most, I said about peaches earlier on, she makes you feel like she had that beautiful peachy feel, very soft skin, and it just, you could almost stroke her cheek, because it was, and I just feel that was done as well, especially towards the end of her life, as I feel like her cheek was stroked. That's a mouthful, isn't it? But she wants to do that to you as well. Okay, thank you. All right, then there's moustache. Okay, but she wants to do this to you and just give you that, because I just get the feeling that you actually feel that sometimes. It's not like somebody's slapped you around the face, but it's like a hand is just resting on your face. I get that quite a lot when I do readings, because that's just them giving their love to you, to let you know that they're still around you. Would you understand, Paula, if you've got something that's got like a set of hands, like praying, or that sort of feeling, that's something to do with hands anyway, is I feel there it's and I'm trying to see if it's related to Nan or Doris, and I just feel there that it's like something to do with praying, and I want to just, yeah, I just feel that say religion or a belief was very important to her. Yeah. And there's something about her shoes as well. She's trying to take me to her feet and her shoes. And she said there was a certain type of shoe that she would wear that everybody would laugh. No matter what shoes are in the world, she liked a particular style and type of shoe. But she says I had to because of my feet. And she's laughing at that as well. All right. There's something about, I feel it's like either silver or white gold, but there's something that I feel is where are we going with that? Where are we going? It's like a ring, and I feel it's a silver or a white gold ring. Okay. Oh, no worries, Paula. Don't worry if I've got misinterpreted. I just apologise if I have misinterpreted it. Right. But there's something about a piece of jewellery. It may not be hers or related to her. It may be something that you've got or you've been given or been looking at, whatever. But it's a little piece of jewellery, and I feel it's some kind of ring. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but I feel as well I feel she was quite like you, putting things in boxes. Yeah, there you go. Even if they're mental boxes. But I feel there that your nan was a tidy, proud lady. And I just feel that she, towards the end of her life, it became more difficult to do that sort of thing. And that sort of upset her because, you know, you have a dirty home. What will people say? Yeah. And she just makes me feel like she would have liked to have had a pristine home, she says, but it was definitely lived in, is what she makes me feel there. Okay. Right. Okay. Thank you. She's given me the month of June and also July, but she's taking me into August as well. She's being greedy. She says, I'm getting a bog off here, and she's laughing at that. But she's taking me to those 3 months of the year. And I've forgotten them already. I'm not asking her to remind me, but yeah, but there's things going on. And I feel one of those is not a birthday, an anniversary, or passing. I feel it's an event that you're attending or going to. All right. I feel that's more towards the August, possibly. All right. Yeah. But will you take her love? But will you give everybody else my love? She says, because even if they don't believe in this sort of thing, you tell them I'm round them and they know it. Yeah, whether they want to believe it or not, I'm round them. And she absolutely loves that she can be with everybody all at the same time. All right. And yeah, so please take her love. Hopefully that was okay for you, Paula. And yeah, there you go. Okay, my lovely. And mwah, mwah, take care. Over to you, Richard.
What do you mean?
Well, do you want another one? If we've still got people watching, I don't mind. So
I will go to sleep tonight.
We don't have to if you don't want. You just have to bring me back if they want me. So yeah. Okay. Hopefully that was okay, Paula. Think outside the box, my lovely. All right, because we quite often become blinkered, and your nan makes me feel like she says, think outside that box. It's not just with the message I'm giving you, but it's also in your own life. She says, think outside the box. You've got the brain, she says, use them in the respect of, you know what she's talking about. All right. And yeah, because she won't tell me what it is. She says, because it's personal. Don't know. All right. It's personal to you. Okay. But yeah, but she's putting her fisticuffs up, and I don't feel you need to go out and put your fisticuffs up, right? So don't go no punching no one. All right. But she says you fight for your rights. All right. But know your rights is what she's saying. Okay. So okay. So take care, my lovely. Okay. So we've got Paula Jo Padilla. Okay. So we've got Paula. Okay, and 13, and her mum Becky. Mom. Okay. So you're not from Essex then, are you, Paula Jo? Mom. Oh, you've gone for the egg as well. Okay. So, Paula, your lovely mum Becky, all right? I feel your mum Becky, it's almost like she went yesterday kind of thing. That's how it feels at times, all right? And I feel that there was okay, this could just be me doing a lot of talking, but would you understand that she had like a dry, tickly throat or a bit of issues with her throat area? Right. If not mum, you or somebody close to you. And it's not predicting, it's something that they're aware of. All right. Now, you've chosen the lovely egg. The same thing applies to you. It's who you create, who you are. And I feel that you are creating who you are. And it's like you've done it's almost like you've done an about turn as to who you are, but it changes every now and again. And I feel there that you've been, there seem to be a lot of blanks. Oh, no, I don't know what the no's for. So,
No idea.
no idea. I can't remember now. I do apologise, Paula. I say stuff and then I'll try and remember, but anyway. Right, so I feel that if you understand this, things keep changing, like like you creating who you are kind of thing. Now don't think that, oh, I'm going to be, you know, black hair today and purple hair tomorrow kind of changing. I'm on about the fact that, you know, you're just trying to better yourself all the time, and as opposed to you've got an out and out goal of where you want to go. Okay. Right. Okay. I am getting the impression, right, that you are the type of character that will learn from different areas in life, okay, different things. You store it all in and you take out of it what you want that helps you be you, okay? Now, that is part of the egg, right? So you're creating who you are. Hopefully that makes more sense, all right? Your mum makes me feel like there were something involving all right, she said, well, use the words, there was no love lost between us, and I don't feel that's a full negative. I feel that there was love there, but I feel that there may have been a bit of a distance as well. Yeah, absolutely. And that's what she loves about you, Paula, in the respect. I'm going to call her Paula Joe because you've written it on there. So Paula Joe. All right. Unless it's a Paula and a Joe. I don't know. All right. Okay. So she loves that you are always trying to be a better soul, not a better person, because you are a good person. And she recognized that within you. Okay. But I just feel as well is that sometimes you feel a bit hard boiled. All right. And by hard boiled, that just means like set in your own ways. All right. I'm trying to put it back over there. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you are set in your own ways is how mum makes me feel. Would you understand if mum would also do, I'm trying to see if she did knitting or crochet or something with her hands. Okay, thank you, Paula Joe. All right, thank you. It's a lovely name. So I should use it, shouldn't I? And that's what your mum said. You were named Paula Joe for a reason. All right, so, and she would call you Paula Joe as well. Or PJ. I'm feeling somebody, if it wasn't mum, there's somebody around you that would have called you PJ. All right, I've just had that as well. And that's, so you not necessarily like it, but that's what they would call you. I feel more to wind you up than anything else, but in a good way, not in a horrible way. Okay, but there's also bringing you back to PJs, but I'm on about pajamas. Okay, there's something about you being, you feel better within yourself when you're in your own clothes, like as in relaxed. You finish doing what you're doing outside, you come back in, you get changed and you relax. Okay, and your mum makes you feel like she was a similar type of person. All right, hopefully I'm getting this right for your mum. You just, I know you did, and she loved you. Yes, PJ, thank you, lovely. Okay, that hasn't changed, that love. And there's something as well, there's something like you know, like you get the tree of life. I'm just trying to see, there's like a little tree of life, and I just see that it's like I can't see if it's jewelry or a picture or an actual little shrub, but I feel that there's something that is a tree of life is important. It's possibly even a tattoo, or it's spoken, it's something there, and I feel like it's on paper. So it might be a picture or whatever, as opposed to an actual shrub, as I just said. Hopefully that makes sense to you, because I just get the fact that the tree of life, because we are all connected, and your mum sensed that as well. And I feel there that she was very knowing. Your mum is how she makes me feel. She was very knowing, and sometimes too knowing, and would catch you out growing up. Oh yeah. And she's laughing at that as well, because there were times when you would say, no, it wasn't me, Mum, and she'd say, yeah, and it would be like that. All right, but she knew. Okay. I feel like I've got animals with your mum as well. And I just feel they're smallish animals. And oh, blimey, she loves all my animals here. Okay. But she makes me feel like she's got family pets that have come over. All right. Or family animals is what I'm getting, as opposed to just pets. I don't know if you had a farm or whatever. But I just feel that she's got those with her. If you didn't have them physically here, she's just saying that, you know, she's got them round. She doesn't have to worry about fur or anything like that, allergies and that. All right. So if you recognise Mum had certain allergies, that sort of thing as well. But she says, I'm in no pain, my darling. I'm in no pain. I'm all right. And she's going to this area, so the booby area, all right, or the chest area in general. There's another one about shoes, but I feel these are comfortable shoes, and because I've got slippers on, as I know I'm fessing up, I've got fluffy slippers on, right? But they're comfortable slippers, and your mum just makes you feel like you can't beat a pair of comfortable slippers. All right, and she's laughing at that as well, because I feel that's like that's just something that she would have liked. It's either that or she really hated slippers, but I just feel she liked slippers. Okay, she says, my love for you has never diminished. Just because I'm in the spirit world, it's never gone. It has always been there. Yeah, and that's why, come back to the wording, no love lost, because there was no love lost. It was always there. Please take her love. I can't give you a month, because she says every day is precious. You, every day she had you. Oh, is it Missy and Puppy? Oh, bless. She says every day you made her day precious. Yeah, because she had you in her life. I know there's others around you as well, but this is between you and her, and she just wants you to know I'm always here. I'm more than that. Quicker than that in your mind. You don't have to verbalize when you talk to me. You can just feel it, and I will be there. All right, listen out. And also, I don't know if you've got hair, like long hair, whatever, but I feel like it's almost like somebody's going, like blowing your hair, and you feel it. It's like, oh, it's a bug. It's not a bug, unless it is, but I just feel there, it's just her. She makes you feel like she's playing with your hair. All right, and it's just touching your hair. All right, that's just her letting you know that she's around. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I wish you all the bestest, my lovely. Okay. And yeah, that's it. I'm being told I've had enough now. Oh, you know, they're saying you're tired. So thank you so much, everybody. Again, hopefully I'll see you all again. But please share, like, and follow. And yeah, wish you all the bestest. Okay. And over to you, Richard. Thank you.
Rachel Galbraith will be here tomorrow from 8 p.m. for an evening of palmistry and tarot readings. Rachel will look at your palm and explain what the lines means, be it your past or your future. Spiritual Psychics TV presents an holistic fair on Saturday the 11th of June, offering the best in spiritual readers and market stalls. Join us from 10 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. Throughout the day there will be many stalls such as natural polished crystals and stones, qualified complementary therapists offering spiritual healing. This exciting day is being held at the Waterlooville Community Centre, with plenty of free parking. A wide range of handmade products including candles, oils, jewelry, naturally organic and vegan soaps, creams, and bath bombs. Not forgetting the kids, we have face painting and a bouncy castle to enjoy all day. For those who are interested in potions, spells, and essentials oils, then we have a stall for you here as well. Maybe you're looking for a reading, be it mediumistic, palm, or tarot. 11 readers are available throughout the day. Refreshments such as drinks and light snacks are being provided by the 1940s Tea Room from Havant. Plenty of free workshops, talks, and a demonstration of mediumship are also planned during the day. For more information, please visit mbs.spiritualpsychicstv.online.
Spiritual Psychics TV is hosting the first annual recognition of achievements, acknowledging those who dedicate their lives to a spiritual act of kindness. Spiritual Psychics TV, bringing spiritual people together.